Dozens of students and faculty hours across the city.
Oh my God.
Protesters and police clashed at Ohio State University as campus demonstrations against
Okay, that was a nice joke, but I'm gonna have to video record this right away. Okay, guys, hold on.
And someone's gonna get hurt.
Okay, it's April 27th, 2024.
Loyola University, Stanford, and Arizona State. Video posted on social
Once
media
again, it's
Thursday
April 27th,
showed officers
2024.
tearing down tents at Emory University in Georgia. And
It's Saturday,
attempting to tase
actually.
someone pinned to the ground at Columbia University as talks between school administrators and pro-Palestinian protesters continue.
Okay, so yeah, when I did start video recording, I did sound as if I was laughing, but that was one of my tenants. My tenants, he actually told me a joke. He said a joke to me, communicated a joke to me. So, but anyway, it's April 27th, 2024, 2024, naturally, and yeah. So you guys are not gonna notice. There's no one deepening or lessening the tone of my, or shrinking the tone of my voice while I'm doing these things. Whatever I do, slightly alter my accent of this for denotation purposes, for identification purposes, to make sure that everyone knows that this is the same, or the authentic Shawn Dexter John, the only Shawn Dexter John there is. No one is actually manipulating the differences in the tone, and the slight difference you heard between the audio file and the regular video recordings in one of the previous video recordings, consolidated video recordings placed on YouTube, does not mean that those are multiple or several individuals. I want you guys to know that. Okay? So no matter what, no matter who gets on a video conference or audio conference and communicates on any work paper or work report I provided, or legal article or a book sketch I have authored, I have provided. So listen again, it does not matter who communicates in any audio conference or audio communication or video conference or video communication on the matter of my work papers and work report and reports and my my legal article and the book sketch published with iUniverse in 2012, all authored solely by me, as presented online as on the internet as authored solely by me. And I'm not lying at all in saying these things. Okay, when I say online, once again, I'm not referring or quoting that I'm lying in any sort of way. I want you guys to know that. So when I reveal top secret information, if it's obscure or unusual, please don't infer that it's actually untrue or inaccurate or speculation or whatsoever. It's temporarily declassified, the top secret information that I'm declassifying. This is some sort of a peculiar declassification procedure, but it's accurate and it's honest, and I do need people to believe in what I'm saying for security and safety purposes, and not as some sort of ploy, and not some sort of soothing anyone's pathology or anyone's psychological state. This is honesty. It might help emotionally to whoever listens to this, some a faction of these individuals, or maybe everyone. But I want you guys to understand this, okay? Yeah. So today I'm going to author another work paper, and it might be another 1 to 2. It might be another 2 to 3 page work paper. It might be 4 pages. It might just end up being one. Usually, it's never 1 page for the most part. Every once in a while, I do write a 1-page work paper, whether it's enumerated legal tenets, or just more so for an essay, short essay, a brief essay, or a philosophical and political essay. But every once in a while I do write a one-page work paper. But for the most part, the work papers, the daily work papers, or the consistent work papers, have been 2 to 3 pages. A few have been 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pages, and so on. Well, a few have been, more, up to 10 pages, near or around 10 pages, and so forth. So yeah. So once again, this is Shawn Dexter John. I'm a United States citizen. I was born in the Commonwealth of Dominica in 1985. I moved to the United States when I was a kid. I've been in the United States as an American of foreign birth ever since childhood. I've been here and here only for the most part. I've traveled overseas since being here, or abroad since being here. But I've lived in the United States consistently and only, not just consistently, but only since '99. Okay? I don't want you guys to think anything else. Once again, I've lived only in the United States since '99, and I certainly don't want you guys thinking anything else. And this is not just priority information. This is top secret information naturally. And when you guys say religion is no longer relevant, you guys sound completely illiterate. I told you guys I created religion, I created Earth, I created the universe, I created technology, I created science, I created physics. There's no Craig Robinson or Hitler or Napoleon who created science and technology from some sort of alien civilization. I created that. I created all of the planets, all of the alien planets, everything. I created all of that. Stop. Okay? So, stop saying that Shawn has destroyed our minds, our will to live. I'm not destroying you guys' minds or will to live. All I'm asking of you guys is to give in to me. Now, I'm not an abuser, and I'm not speaking about sexually or in any sort of obscure or a shocking way. Just give in to being good and nothing else, or trying your best to being good. Saying, okay, guys, we're going to integrate the hemisphere. We're going to say yes to globalizing the world for the most part. We're going to say yes to a world government, Union of the Americas, treating migrants okay, immigrants okay, Shawn Dexter John receiving his restitution package within the Central Intelligence Agency and being protected in having that sort of clarity. Just say yes to it. Say, okay, we destroyed an innocent young man's life just based on politics. And we were pathologically and being consistently abusive to that person. And while this person was secretly auditing us, we were, in speaking of these individuals, that's what they are saying. They were saying they figured out that they were being pathologically abusive to demographics of people. So even when the individuals identified were not focused on abusing me, like Melvin Ote and Letitia James, when they were not focused on abusing me, they were focused on killing all migrants in New York, killing all migrants in Connecticut, saying yes to killing all migrants at the southern border, saying yes to finding Shawn Dexter John wherever it is, in referring to myself, and stuff of that nature. So these folks who are in trouble, they are not just in trouble because they targeted me. They have been investigated over the past 12 years or so. They have been in trouble for what the sort of situation they placed Rashida in, and my daughter, my biological daughter, in this particular lifetime. What they placed me into, the situation I've had to be into to not condemn their souls. I've had to say, okay, this is the social judgment. I anticipated this. I'm going to keep running the Central Intelligence Agency as chief auditor and agent, and secretly the nominal boss of the Central Intelligence Agency and Interpol. I'll be humble the whole way through. I won't offend anyone too much. I'll remain under the radar, and I'll keep documenting what they instructed the police and everyone else to do to people like me, simply born overseas, who believe that they should have a beautiful American woman or a beautiful immigrant woman, or have a nice job or a nice car or a nice house, or just for being African American, just for being black, minority, who wants to be able to have an office in the Central Intelligence Agency headquarters in Northern Virginia, so forth. We audited them, listened to every conversation of relation, and so forth, and they've been pathological. And speaking of the Central Intelligence Agency and Interpol, in recording these folks, and they say, well, all of the recordings just magically showed up. We don't know where they're showing up from. Heaven! The all-seeing eye! We see everything! Nothing is hidden! What fucking planet? What planet? Okay, so guys, the work paper I'm gonna author today is actually gonna be it's honestly gonna be on Canadian the legal and political tenets, the Canadian proposition to open borders, the Canadian decision on open borders, in saying yes to open borders immediately with the United States over to be established over the next 2 years, a decision I made and they have endorsed. And I'm going to provide the legal and political tenets of this particular decision. And yes, I came up with the idea a long time ago. I've explained it in silly emails, hidden what I've had planned in silly emails, nonsensical emails to everyone, just to hide secret operations in Canada and so forth. But anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm going to write on today. Okay, guys? And what I wrote on yesterday had to do with the commissionership of the future Union of the Americas, and having decided that we're going to select a female Guyanese-born woman of Asian and slight African heritage, descent, or lineage, and so in 25 years we are going to have the Union of the Americas. No sooner. We're not going to have the commissionership before that. Folks are just going to have to accept that. And we're going to work toward open borders in 25 years throughout the whole hemisphere, and that's going to be protected by the Union of the Americas, the UA, which is going to be created in 2049, 25 years from now. Okay, so yeah, and so I do want you guys to understand this, and so she's going to be Indo-Caribbean, but she's going to be an American citizen, and she's going to be a resident of the United States, an American resident, and she will be noted as being a Howard University graduate, a Howard University alumni, and a Yale Law School graduate and alumni, graduate, and so forth. Okay. All right, guys. So